All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Assemble. My name is High Ruler, and today's video, well, the second one today, I should say, is going to be a little bit different because I really want to talk about the Multiplayer Megahive, right? So, in the development updates of the blog post this week, we got 2 points to kind of touch on their upcoming changes with the Megahive and what they're planning to do with the exotic chase in general. Now, a lot of this comes down to time gating, right? For anyone familiar with the word time gating, you kind of get the idea. For anyone who's not familiar with the word time gating, basically you're tying content rewards to a schedule, right? So that could be your dailies or your weeklies. Basically, you're kind of driving engagement to your game on a specific schedule or time basis for people to really come to your game. And then they go away, maybe, and then they come back. And basically, it's like ebbs and flows kind of situation, right? So we see that a lot with Marvel's Avengers, right? When it's Thursday, everyone logs in, they do their mega hives, they do their priority missions. They do what they need to do to get the exotics that they want to get. Now, with that being said, obviously, Last Avenger Standing's out there through the week. You have your Tachyon Rift. So there is ways to kind of grind for exotics that can help you, right? But with the multiplayer mega hive specifically, I really feel like still locking this behind a weekly time gate for one character is going to be a mistake, and here's why. So to really kind of talk about it, we have to kind of go through their points here first, and then we'll break it down, right? So they say in response to frequent community requests, the upcoming update to the mega hives will enable multiplayer support. In addition, we'll be streamlining the rewards that players will always receive the hive mind exotic gear when they complete the weekly mission. That's good. Coinciding with the multiplayer Mega Hive update, we also want to enable players to earn even more exotic gear per week. We are revamping the priority missions, which will now drop the additional exotic gear set that was previously from Mega Hives. To make this content more compelling, we are combining the missions into a single weekly mission that will be higher power level to offer players more of a challenge that they're asking for. That's good. So here's what they're doing. They're giving us another avenue to get exotic gear, right? Which is always good. I'm not going to turn down like another avenue for exotic gear. I don't think anyone else would either. My issue with this is that it seems like it's kind of diverting attention away from what is going to be the conversation around multiplayer mega hives, which will be that they are still locked behind one character. Here's the issue with that. So basically, if you're enabling something for multiplayer support, you shouldn't necessarily be locking it behind a time gate. Now, with that being said, other games have done similar stuff, right? You can only get certain rewards from a certain activity with your friends at a certain point in time. I understand kind of the idea behind it, but we are getting to a point now where we have 8 characters, right? 8 characters. We're going to have 9 soon. Like, it's getting to the point now where we have to start looking at time gating as a means of hindering the player base instead of, like, driving engagement at certain points in time with the game, right? If I want to play the multiplayer Mega Hive with my stream, and this is a very unique example, so don't just bear with me here. If I wanted to play that with my stream and then play it with Stardust or whoever else, right? I have to make the choice right now without any additional details. I have to make the choice right now to pick one or the other, right? And that doesn't seem fun to me, right? So, for example, right now, if I want to do the Mega Hive, I have to pick between either Captain America or Black Widow, right? Which means that I have to wait a full week from Thursday in order to do it with the other character. That doesn't seem fun. Now, with 1.9, right now, without additional details, I have to make the choice between Cap or Black Widow, and now I have to make the choice between with my stream or with my friends. That doesn't seem fun. And it just seems like they're kind of using this as a stopgap here for a lot of what's going to be coming, which is I want to play this throughout the rest of the week, but I can't, and now I can only do it through this way. It just seems like right now we should be offering players additional ways, which they are here, don't get me wrong, but additional ways to still kind of grind gear throughout the rest of the week with a multiplayer update to something that people have been asking for, a multiplayer update for months, if not almost close to a year now, right? So it just seems like, once again, it's like a one step forward, 2 steps back, right? Now, I don't want to take away from, obviously revamping priority missions, giving exotic gear there, because that's really good. Don't get me wrong. I just would like to see, and I'm open for feedback from you guys. I just would like to see multiplayer mega hives be able to be done with one character, with each character per week, right? So basically, I can run it with a Cap, a Widow, an Iron Man, a Thor, a Hulk, whatever. And I just want to see that kind of implemented here, because I feel like what's going to happen is everyone at the start of the week, right? Thursday is going to log on. They're going to play the multiplayer mega hives. They're going to be like, this is so fucking good. And if you're someone who logs in like a Tuesday night, a Wednesday night, it's going to be a dead fucking place to be, right? No one's going to be running it because they all did it, right? It just seems like, why not just allow us at that point to play it with each of our characters, with our friends, with the community, and just kind of enjoy that, right? I with a game with so many characters, locking one mission to one character per week just doesn't seem like the smartest of moves here. Now, with you unlocking it to a multiplayer perspective where I can play it with whoever, it just seems like this would be the perfect opportunity to like unlock that whole system and just be like, Multiplayer Megahives, one per week with all the characters. So you can play with your Thor, you can play with your Cap, and you could do it one time per week with each of your characters, and then on Thursday it resets, so you can do it all over again. It just seems like that's kind of like the best way to do it to me. But I would really love to hear what you guys think about that, because reading this today, I was just like, man, it seems like they're not going to do it, and it just seems like it's such a mistake from my perspective anyways. So I would really love to get your guys' feedback on this, because I would really love for this to be a thing. If you totally disagree with me, I'd love to hear why. But if you do agree with me, let me know in the comments below, and hopefully we can get some attention to this subject itself, and hopefully we can get something changed ahead of 1.9 here when it drops, within the next 2 weeks. With that being said, as always, guys, thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you guys very soon. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Later.